Have you been feeling unusually tired lately, even after a full night's sleep? Does climbing one flight of stairs now leave you winded in a way it never used to? Do you feel a vague heaviness in your chest that comes and goes? If any of this sounds familiar, I need you to stay with me until the very end of this video. Because what your body is telling you right now might be a warning signal for a heart attack not tomorrow, but possibly weeks or even a month from now. Most people believe a heart attack strikes without warning. We imagine someone suddenly clutching their chest and collapsing. But here is the truth the science has been telling us for decades. More than 70% of heart attack patients experienced clear, identifiable warning signs at least 1 month before their cardiac event. The terrifying reason so many people miss them is simple. These symptoms feel completely ordinary. Tiredness, poor sleep, a little indigestion, mild breathlessness. People chalk them up to stress, aging, or overwork, and in doing so, they miss the window that could have saved their life. Outside of a hospital, the survival rate for a cardiac arrest is only 5 to 8%. That means more than 9 out of 10 people who suffer a heart attack outside a medical setting do not come home. That is why recognizing these warning signs before a crisis occurs is the single most important thing you can do for your heart health. The first warning sign is unusual and overwhelming fatigue. Not normal tiredness after a hard day, but a bone-deep exhaustion that does not go away with rest. A landmark study published in an international cardiovascular journal surveyed 515 women who had suffered heart attacks. A staggering 70.7% reported experiencing this abnormal fatigue more than 1 month before their cardiac event. The key characteristic that sets this fatigue apart from ordinary tiredness is that it is triggered by the smallest efforts. Walking to the bathroom, making a cup of tea, getting dressed. Tasks that once required no effort at all now leave the person completely drained. The reason is that a weakening heart can no longer pump sufficient blood to deliver oxygen throughout the body. Every cell becomes starved of energy. This symptom is particularly prominent in women, who often experience extreme fatigue without any chest pain, making it dangerously easy to misattribute to menopause or burnout. If unexplained, incapacitating fatigue persists for more than 2 weeks. Do not dismiss it. Request a cardiac evaluation immediately. The second warning sign is sleep disturbance. Suddenly struggling to fall asleep, waking frequently during the night, or feeling completely unrefreshed. Despite sleeping many hours, these disruptions deserve serious attention. The same major study found that 47.8% of heart attack patients reported significant sleep problems more than a month before their event. Among women specifically, over 50% experienced sleep disturbances in the 4 weeks leading up to their heart attack, compared to 32% of men, a striking and meaningful difference. When the heart weakens, compromised circulation affects the autonomic nervous system, which directly regulates sleep. Pay special attention if you find yourself waking up gasping, choking, or with a feeling of suffocation. This can indicate that fluid is beginning to back up in the lungs, a serious sign of a struggling heart. The third warning sign is shortness of breath. This affected 42.1% of patients in the major prodromal symptoms study. The critical distinction here is not breathlessness after exercise. It is breathlessness at rest. If you suddenly feel winded sitting quietly in a chair, or you need to prop yourself up on extra pillows to breathe comfortably at night, your heart may be failing to circulate blood properly. When the heart's pumping capacity declines, blood and fluid can accumulate in the lungs, making every breath feel labored. If you notice that activities which were easy 6 months ago now leave you breathless, take that change seriously. The fourth warning sign is chest discomfort and pressure. Most people expect a heart attack to feel like a knife stabbing the left chest. The reality of prodromal symptoms is far more subtle. You may feel a dull heaviness in the center of your chest, a squeezing or tightening sensation, or what feels like a strained chest muscle. These sensations may last a few minutes and then disappear, only to return again. If this discomfort appears during physical exertion, climbing stairs, lifting groceries, and relieves with rest, this is a classic pattern of angina, which is essentially the stage immediately before a heart attack. Do not reach for a muscle pain patch. See a cardiologist. The fifth warning sign is pain or discomfort, radiating to the arm, jaw, shoulder, or neck. The heart shares nerve pathways with other areas of the upper body, which is why cardiac pain frequently appears in locations far from the chest. The most recognized pattern is a heavy, aching, or numb feeling running down the inside of the left arm toward the fingers. But jaw pain, toothache-like discomfort, stiffness between the shoulder blades, and neck tightness are equally important and frequently misidentified. It is not uncommon for people to visit a dentist for mysterious jaw pain, or to apply heat patches to their shoulders for weeks, while the real source, a narrowing coronary artery, goes undetected. If unexplained discomfort in these areas comes and goes in combination with any chest unease, see a cardiologist without delay. The sixth warning sign is indigestion and heartburn. This surprises most people, but roughly 39% of patients. In prodromal heart attack, research reported gastrointestinal symptoms before their cardiac event. The heart and the stomach share adjacent anatomy and overlapping nerve pathways. When blood supply to the heart becomes restricted, the resulting signals can be perceived as nausea, heartburn, or upper abdominal discomfort. The critical clue is that this indigestion appears without any dietary trigger, does not respond to antacids, and is accompanied by other warning signs on this list. In women especially, nausea and indigestion without chest pain can be the dominant presentation of a heart attack, and it is routinely misdiagnosed as a gastrointestinal problem. The seventh warning sign is unexplained cold sweats and dizziness. Breaking into a cold sweat for no apparent reason, or feeling suddenly lightheaded when standing or sitting still, are signals that the heart is not delivering adequate blood flow to the brain and major organs. Cold sweats represent the body's emergency response, the autonomic nervous system, alerting you that something is critically wrong. When cold sweats and dizziness occur together with chest discomfort or shortness of breath, this combination demands immediate emergency action. Call emergency services without hesitation. The eighth warning sign is heart palpitations and irregular heartbeat. A sensation that the heart is racing, skipping a beat, fluttering, or pounding without physical exertion can signal arrhythmia, an abnormal heart rhythm that is closely linked to cardiac events. When palpitations accompany any of the other symptoms on this list, prompt evaluation by a cardiologist is essential. Before concluding, one crucial point must be made about the profound difference between men and women. Men more commonly experience the textbook symptoms: pressure or pain in the left chest, radiating down the left arm. Women, however, frequently experience heart attacks with no chest pain at all, presenting instead with overwhelming fatigue, sleep disturbances, jaw pain, shoulder aching, nausea, and shortness of breath. These atypical presentations are routinely dismissed as anxiety, stress, or hormonal changes. Research shows that women under 55 who experience a heart attack without classic chest pain face a 2 to 3 times higher in-hospital mortality rate compared to men of the same age. This information needs to reach every woman in your life. People with diabetes face equal risk of misdiagnosis, as nerve damage can mask chest pain entirely, allowing a silent heart attack to go unrecognized. Here is your action plan. First, save or screenshot the warning signs from this video and share them with your family today. Second, monitor your blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol regularly. These 3 numbers are the most direct windows into your cardiovascular health. Third, if you are 45 or older, or have even one of the following risk factors: high blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, obesity, or a family history of heart disease, an annual cardiac screening is strongly advisable. Fourth, if someone around you is showing 2 or more of these symptoms simultaneously or repeatedly, encourage them to see a cardiologist immediately. Do not wait to see if it passes. Heart attacks are largely preventable when the early signals are recognized and acted upon in time. Your heart has been beating for you every single second of your life without rest. The least you can do is listen when it finally tries to tell you something is wrong. If this video gave you information that could protect someone you love, please subscribe, like this video, and share it right now. It may be the most important thing you do today. More vital health information is coming. We will see you in the next video.